All right, Randall Hughes with God Glorified, commenting on our August the 25th reading from Ezekiel's chapter 15, 16, and 17. We had the parable of the vine in chapter 15. We had the parable of the eagle in chapter 17. But the chapter 16 is the one that we're focusing on because God said, I found you as a baby, left, polluted in your blood, left to die. I cleaned you up, I washed you, and I dressed you in linens, gave you jewels, and you became so beautiful that you became an adulterer. You left your husband God, and you took lovers, and you committed abominations, you committed adultery, you committed whoredoms and harlotry. All of this is speaking of sexual immorality. And the reason I even point that out is because there are those in our world today that try to take verse 49 of chapter 16, and it says, Behold, this was the iniquity of thy sister Sodom. Pride, fullness of bread, an abundance of idleness was in her and in her daughters. Neither did she strengthen the hand of the poor and needy. And they say, see, it didn't say that it was because of immorality, was because of homosexuality. But the next verse says, and they were haughty and committed abominations before me. Therefore I took them away as I saw good. And so you have to do a word study on abomination. 8441, H 8441 is the Strong's number for that. And you'll find it in 114 verses. In those verses, you'll find passages such as Leviticus 20 and 13. If a man also lie with a mankind as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination, they shall surely be put to death. And then we read that God is destroying the people in Canaan, the promised land. The people that God destroyed before the Israelites was because of their abominations. And so it's so important for you to grasp and understand, yes, they did die for their sexual immorality and their going after other than the natural process that God had established for humanity. And so if there's one other verse you need to know about why God destroyed Sodom, it is in Jude chapter 1, verse 7. And this is in the New King James. It reads, As Sodom and Gomorrah, the cities round about them in a similar manner to these, having given themselves over to sexual immorality and gone after strange flesh, are set forth as an example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire. And so I just want you to know that, yes, God destroyed Sodom over their sexual immorality. Those other things are certainly not favorable, but their primary sin was their sexual preferences going against God.